At least I see devs. By the way, dev, try click on your right click your token and click the two swords.
Oh, Baldur's Gate mode. That's very cool. What is this? I saw the thing you posted and I was like,
That
very
is,
excited, but I'm like, oh, that's probably gonna break.
But if you don't like need that, you can just click the little what's called arrow, you know, beside the back, and then it minimizes it, and then yeah, click the little arrow with save skills and tools, and then yeah, you can just perform the skills and tools from that.
Shit, this is really cool.
Yeah, and also these 3 bars, you can like switch between them. So if you need like, if you had like what would we say, a javelin for what you call them, for range, then you could just click that. It's really cool.
This is amazing. What is the module called? Did you say?
It is called Argon's HUD, and in case you haven't noticed, I basically removed the action token UI because it was useless with this one. It was so good.
Yeah, I will totally replace that stupid ass drop down menu with this thing. This is amazing. Does it have everything on it though, like all the spells and stuff?
Yeah. Basically, if you have it, it has it. It's just
that's amazing. Oh man,
now let me
all
just
the icons and everything.
Yeah, let me just example use a character I know your love. Yeah. Yeah, just deleted that. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the tapped one. That I'm not so sure about. The tapped chat. But at least but I think we should be ready to go. Unless there's something someone else is missing.
I think just music. I'll find something.
It's funny. I was actually like, okay, maybe not on yours because I'm pretty sure that would break it. But you could actually play music in the Foundry, though. I just would have to figure out how to mute it on my side.
Well, you probably wouldn't have to mute it then anymore. You'd probably be able to actually use the music if you were playing it through Foundry.
Potentially, yes. Potentially, but there's a lot of cool features. I can't even recall all of them. Because I basically sat down like the past 3 days and have just been working and looking up modules and stuff and been like, oh.
So where did we actually end things last time? Were we mid-battle with these guys?
Yeah, we ended with it ended with Runtel basically attacking the Damiyo General, as he's called, and he is now about to do a roll because he stands in that little thingy, what is called the Sickening Radiance. Yeah, let me disable that because that got annoying for me. But yeah, it was the, let's see, that was a con save, so let's see. And the con save is just to, damn it, got to this. Well, it was a 19, so that's fine, but yeah, yeah, that one can be ignored. I just remembered that I forgot to enable the Beyond one, but it's enabled. So he actually passes. I'm pretty sure. Yes, the DC is. So it's only half damage, and sadly the chat has been disabled, so I can't recall exactly what he takes. I'm just gonna say half his HP. And with this, that brings him to his turn. And he basically he just drops to his knees and is like, please spare me, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And then he's like going back and is like, yeah, holding up his sword and is like, you can take this if you spare my life. That brings us to why is he in the combat tracker? He shouldn't be there. Okay, that brings us to wait a second. Yeah, that brings us to MC Hammer, who just is like, you can't touch this, and spends his entire turn dancing. Nakatakame, he looks around and is like, so what are you gonna do? Should we kill him, or would you accept his offer? And that brings us to Kaiden Gosen.
Kaida thinks we should take his offer. I mean, if he's surrendering, it's kind of rude to kill him.
Are you on the maps tonight?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm still controlling.
Oh yeah, one thing I actually discovered that is really cool. God damn it, it doesn't work. God damn it, I thought I had set it up. Oh, it does work, it's just very delayed. Well, I discovered you can actually set up Tim so it loads a different one depending on what you use as a command. Interesting enough. But okay, so that's it. Then he brings it to Mei Ling, who will drop the concentration on the thingy. Misu, what do you think? So, what do you think, Misu?
Yeah, he's still sort of focused on the other guy, so he's going to try and cast a hold person on the guy in front of him and just try and freeze him in place.
Yeah, if you does a target on him and then uses the hold person, it should prompt me to roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Let's just see. What level is
hold person? Is level 2, as I recall. Or no, hold person is level 1. Because I remember, because Asreya had it at one point, but decided to drop it.
That is level 2.
And look, it even rolled for me. I didn't even have to roll. That's amazing. So you know already that he succeeds. He just is like, you can't touch me. You have to watch me.
Yeah, that's my turn, but I'll accept the commander's surrender if this guy stops dancing.
That's a really high one. I need to dance. And then Rumful, what do you think?
Can you give me control over that token?
Jairus?
Yeah, if he's not on the map, then I can.
You should have owner of it.
I do not. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Good. So good. So I presume that means we end the combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Mr. Hammer Time is is giving up.
Yeah, he's just like dancing his way inside and is yeah, let's just take him. Then yeah, now let's not follow those, but basically just dancing his way inside and grabbing the other two and comes dancing inside and then dance away with those guys. And let's end the combat, which means we brought two. Yes, we are brought to free action. And now let me just post the sword. It should be in the OCC chat. Let me see. It's basically just a +2 longsword. Katana. So the question is, which one of you want to claim the weapon?
Magical katana.
It is magical as it's +2.
Kaido would like that.
Yeah, I would definitely say recommend giving it to Kaida. She seems to be pretty good with the sword, and not sure how many times I can freeze it again. Already been quite a morning.
Wait, what type of sword is it?
It is actually already on your sheet. I just equipped it on you. And it should be a +2 one. Yes, it is. It is a +2 longsword. Yeah, it's a general katana. I made it because I knew we most likely should use it. Then it's like, But this brings us to an interesting thing. It's now general. He gets up and is like, so there's most likely been a misunderstanding. I think we should be getting to the Mantis Damiyo and explaining this before more show up, presuming we are dead.
Did you add that to her character sheet?
Yeah, the character sheet on D&D Beyond. Let me. Yeah, I totally forgot to do.
I just saw this new system. You can like switch weapons, which is just too cool.
Yeah, I know, it's extremely cool. That's what I mean. But unless it has messed up, it should be in her inventory. Longsword +2. It's called. For some reason, it hasn't taken the correct one, but yeah.
Just adding the things manually, the +2s. But yeah, I found the general's katana, I just had to reload. Nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. And now he looks at you like, so you guys coming with it, or are we just gonna like me, Nakikatana, and the Lamia goes off, and you, well, do what you plan to, or
I mean, where are we going?
the Mantis Damiyo.
And sorry, who is speaking now, the Lamia or Nakatakame?
The general is basically like,
Oh, the general. And so you're going to tell him that this was all a big misunderstanding and that our friend here has done nothing wrong?
yeah, it seems like, at least from what I could understand on MC Hammer, that there didn't seem to be any dead body inside. Granted, I don't know how far he looked, and well, I don't know what happened to the rest of the guys, but well, I saw you kill someone, but you can always replace those. So, guess that would be self-defense.
We also saw some tracks of some kind of creatures nearby. We think perhaps this was not hands of man that attacked his family.
Interesting. We should really tell the daimyo that. I think he would be really happy about that.
Happy enough to give us a reward, you think? We have had quite a night. Needless stretches.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Nakatakatama, he basically hurries in, then hurries back, and he comes back and is like, so, it was 20 cocoa, right? Each. And he has like 16, like carrying them, like, really, really looks. He's basically hidden behind it.
I believe so. Thank you, good sir. Sort of help divvy out the coins.
Good.
Yeah.
So that
I
means.
will bow in thanks.
Mm-hmm. And then the general is like, I guess maybe that information could be useful to the daimyo, but I don't know if he will offer a reward to outsiders or devils. Especially you, Ronin. No offense, of course.
He sort of shrugs. Yeah, none taken. I didn't expect to be traveling with the Gaijin either, but here we are. So, is this somewhere you'd like us to accompany you to, or do you think it's best we just be on our way?
With that, there comes a guy walking in and is like, I think, that these guys, they should be on their way. He does like, just puffing, like take a little puffing on his pipe, and is like, and just envelops the tree in smoke, and is like, the Mantis Daimyo wants to see them, and they disappear. Now, would there be anything you may wish for?
Can I make an inside check on this dude that's just walked up?
Yeah, and let me just let me see if I can show you it, because thanks to now being able to, yeah, this is how he looks. Just ignore the corpses on the back. I totally forgot to remove that.
Just ignore the corpses in the back. Yeah, that's why I'm making an insight check.
And now look here, boom, it's gone from the stream view, because that was the big problem. So you do an insight check on him.
I'm trying to see if this works. Hey, there you go. Like how instead of a 1, it just says no.
Does it
But
say no?
There was a 24 total.
24. Well, he seems to be honestly wanting to grant your wish. If there is any, and he seems to be really happy about it, like really looking forward to actually fulfilling that wish.
Mizu sort of stands in a sort of half-hearted martial arts stance, just like clearly suspicious, and he'll say over his shoulder to you two that I wouldn't trust him. I've heard of these kinds of people. What they're offering is never quite what it seems. And he's just glaring at this guy through under his mask, very suspicious.
Oh, so I take it that you don't have any wishes. What about you, good sir and fine lady? And he does a bow as he addresses both Kaida and Rumful.
Not really. Well, not particularly. I'm quite content with my life.
And you, good sir? Oh, well, I guess I better be on my way, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Or rather, I wish you be on your way. And
Mizu shakes his head and he goes, "Fucking spice traders."
oh, so you just before that he says, as he basically just about there, like he's like, oh, so you have heard about me. I forgot totally to introduce myself. I am the spice trader. And with that, be on your way. And he casts this wish. And ooh, that's fun.
That dude was hella sus.
I'm pretty sure Dev knows how sus he is.
Oh, I have to say, I hadn't seen the animated form of this map yet. This is so fucking cool.
Yeah, and now I'm just gonna request you all to do a nature roll, and just just to be fair, you can use your casting abilities that in place of the actual one. So it's lower than inspire. You can just that more.
What is it, druids?
Wisdom? wisdom, intelligence for what's it called, roomful, and for heartache would be charisma.
So just like a charisma check.
Yeah, it's like a you can basically just, if you do it from D&D Beyond, yeah.
Really.
So I rolled twice and make much of a difference.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna roll those. Let's just get it. I totally forgot to set the DC. And also that it's fine that you do it twice, because I forgot to say you have advantage being a druid. But I can say that for some reason, Pyla actually outshines you. And you notice that these, that looks like fishes behind you, is actually not fishes, but more like coral snakes or water-based snakes.
Nick.
What the hell did that damn spice trader do? Where are we? He's just looking around frantically, trying to figure out what the fuck has happened.
Well, I don't know if you saw in the transition, but else, let me just think, let me remember what it said. It said that for a moment, an impossible staircase flashes before your very eyes. And you could swear that you saw a T-Rex? A little human on a dragon, and some kind of girl that looked Japanese with what looked to be a gold arm, before you find yourself standing on what appears to be a pyramid.
He's sort of scratching his chin, trying to think, as a druid, I should be able to get some more information out of this. But what are you two thinking? Shall we see what the hell's inside this temple? I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, this looks like my kind of place. Look at the running water. It's beautiful. And a tear will sort of freeze down his cheek.
I say we go for it.
Alright, well, let's head up then, and we'll start heading up the stairs.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, this is cool. The chat is actually only saved on the map that you was on. So when we switch map, it basically cleans. But when I go back, it shows. Okay, wait a second. Oh, good. I was about to
Oh yeah, the lighting sort of confused me there as we get to the top of the stairs and his eyes just widen. What is this place? Can I make a check to see if I recognize what area we might be in, what this kind of architecture, because this looks very much like a smart
history check? Yes, you can certainly do a history check.
Would I get a different outcome if I tried survival?
You could actually try that. Just looking at the if there's any footprints and stuff like that, to basically be like, oh, this is like, example, this is like orcs footprints. So we are most likely in yeah, you most likely wouldn't know that, but you get the point.
That I'm looking for snake tracks specifically. If I see anything serpentine up here, that's what I'm specifically searching. No.
Well, you can see there is like drag marks that could be from a snake, but there's also footprints there, so it looks a little bit weird.
So, what do you think? Any of this look interesting to you? Or shall we keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Oh, I think I see someone up there. What is that? So I think Runfield's trying to also try and recognize this place. Is there anything strange about these statues that we see as we get to the bottom of the stairs?
That would be history, and there's no advantage on that because it's not any of the Blood Hunter related things. If you want to try figuring something out, or you could do a history. No, yeah, it was a history. I said yes. Okay, he got a 15. He can see that it is coordals, which means that either you has ended up in the celestial realm, or it is someone that worships coordals. Or at least that's what it seems like.
Oh, they're the dragon things. Well, why the hell did we end up here? I mean, that is quite a...
Like, this is like what the statues look like.
That's such a cool artwork, actually. Holy shit. The tail feathers.
I spent a lot of time finding that thing. Oh, god damn it. Gotta remember to click the correct one. And as you step on the stairs, your base, shit, the woman looks down at you and is not another step. What are your intentions? And how did you find the temple of the Coordinates? This is the most sacred place of the Quirtle tribe.
Mizu sort of shifts his foot back off of the step and bows, just taking a step back to everyone.
Someone wonder how she looks? That is how she looks. And she's like, Well, you didn't answer the question, did you? Do I have to rip it from your mind? Or maybe I should just... And she looks at you, and as your eyes meet, you basically hear like a sound, and you see like your two companions' head just roll off, and then the last thing you see is her standing with a sword, and your head then falls backwards. But only for a moment, and then you stand like there. Think of it like, you know, like the way where you're like getting that intention that if you're gonna fight them, that's most likely what's gonna end up happening to you. Like what you see in the thing.
Yep. Mizu grabs at his throat and no, we do not come here seeking a battle. My friend here is right. We were brought here by magic. We encountered someone who called himself the Spice Trader. I think he sent us here. We were just trying to find our way through this sort of infinite staircase. It was very confusing. We thought these stairs were just part of it. And he's just trying very hard to like gesture that he's not drawing his sword or anything. The water on his hands is starting to melt.
Oh, so that maggot is doing it again. It seems you went through the infinite staircase. I guess I could ask Master to send you a place that isn't here. So it will take a little time to contact her. You can come up here, but do not go inside. If you do, well, Blue Man, you can explain to your friends what happened. And with that, turns to a raven and flies up, leaving her sword behind. Is there anyone that wanna try to lift it? While she is away.
Those are cool.
Yeah. Mizu sort of puts his hands in the air and goes, I'm not touching it. She just put a vision of all of our deaths in my mind, and I don't exactly wish to make that happen, but
Okay,
you devils, hey, I don't know, maybe you devils have got better luck. Just for show, and he kind of flicks at the horn on his helmet.
Okay, maybe it's not the best idea. Never mind.
Well, she said we shouldn't go inside, but, I mean, the temptation is killing me. Shall we see what else is around here?
And you hear in your mind like, I only said you weren't allowed inside. I didn't say you couldn't try to lift the sword. Not that I think you would even be able to. And that is you, Miso, that hears it in your... Actually, all of 3 of you hears it in your mind.
You know what? Let me try.
So you're not gonna try to lift it?
She's gonna try.
Fine.
I will cast a guidance cantrip on. I'll say, all right, well, good luck then, and I'll just place some magic water onto your shoulder that will run down your arm and just freeze around your muscles to just give you a bit of extra strength.
Fine. And with that, you can actually... What is it called? You can roll me a strength. Athletic, yes. Roll me athletics check.
Oh yeah, and I get
Right.
And let's see if you add that... oh, did you add the +4 to it?
Oh, not yet.
It
That's
just...
21. It does say there on the chat.
Oh, okay, so that's
I don't know why it doesn't
22.
show.
Yeah, 22.
You grab a hold of the sword and you... Actually, what is your carrying capacity? Your lift capacity is the important part.
Let's see. Carrying 540.
Oh,
Wait, no, lift
here. Oh,
capacity is 1080.
Holy shit. Only strength right there.
yeah, that's because he has the the thingy. But
Yeah,
she basically, she grabs it and she lifts it slowly off the ground. You're like this shit is really heavy, and it's like your muscles is just, and you feel like that, and you get it up and you hold it. But the strain is so much that you basically takes 1 point of exhaustion from holding it because it's so heavy.
Aww.
So, yeah. Keep in mind, you can keep holding it. You don't take more exhaustion for it unless you hold it for extended time.
Fair enough.
Means they will applaud.
She takes a bow.
And with that, the little raven comes back and lands at the stairs and is like turning back and is with one hand taking it and is like, impressive girl, you could lift it with 2 hands. And she just effortlessly just lifts it using one hand. That's impressive. I can understand why Master would want to see you. She asked me to bring you there, though bringing you there is a bit complicated. So, here is a little gift, since you seem to be carrying a lot of stuff that seems a bit heavy for you, and she basically each hands you a bag. Let me see. God damn it. I should have recalled it. Let's see. It's green for Kaida, it's red for Miso, and it's brown for Runzel, and then she is like, just before she hands it over, she points at a symbol and says, oh yeah, cut your finger and draw some blood and place your finger on it. It should take you to Master.
That seems a bit suspicious.
I mean, in for one portal, in for them all, I suppose. He'll sort of open the bag and just try and see what's inside as he starts to sort of sharpen the ice around his fingers.
And this is, by the way, the symbol you see on it.
I guess
And
why
there
not?
is nothing inside the bag.
Oh yeah. You said you were into blood magic, didn't you, Runfield?
This is weird. Why, for some reason, she can't give it to Kaida? That's weird. It should be.
Yeah, I don't know. It prompted me twice to accept that. But
Yeah, I don't know why. That's really weird that it did that. Oh well. Until then, I'm just gonna give it to Misu until I'm just gonna give that back, and then I'm just gonna put it in the D&D and Beyond sheet. Well, this isn't teleportation, so to speak. It's more a different plane, if you will.
well,
So,
waiting for Runfield's response.
well, you have two options as I see it. You could cut your finger and place it on there and go to most likely the safest place in any world. Or you could go back there and... Well, Master did place me here to protect here as she promised the Queen. That no harm would happen to this place. So you could go fight those snake people, but some of them seem pretty strong. So you may not survive, but of course it's your choice.
I think just needs a few drops, and the ice in his hand will sort of turn to glass as he just like crushes it against his hand and cuts into his own palm. And it just looks back at the Oni. Well, when in wherever the hell we are,
So, does everybody do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I see Runfield do it, he'll move his hand over the bag and the blood will drip from his palm into it.
Great. And now, the case master asks about any of the portals. Wait. Just pay someone a visit. And with that, we goes to another map. And you can see it has loaded. Oh, perfect. It has loaded. And you find yourself standing in front of what seems like a gate with weird symbols. In front of you is a huge ring showing the symbol that you had placed your finger on, and the back is now full of cocoa. The cocoa you was pretty sure you placed in another bag.
Ooh, that was a good blood trick. Oh, this is quite something. He just is busy sort of checking the weight of the bag full of cocoa now. Very happy with his.
It basically it weighs only about 15 pounds, regardless of how much cocoa you put in it. Though it can only hold 5,000 cocos. And that is just some knowledge you just gain looking at it and is inspecting it. It just flows into your mind.
Yeah, this is it. He would definitely try and judge the weight of this and make sure everybody's got theirs. Looks like some sort of teleportation magic after all. Seems like. Well, job well done, I'm sure. No, I wouldn't.
And with that, you hear a voice. Oh. Give you cocoa. That cocoa is merely the one you already had. This bag will hold a lot. It makes traveling a lot easier. Also, welcome to my realm. I am the arbiter. And now a question. Actually, a second. These portals, I don't like them staying open for too long, so let's just change that. And hopefully it loads properly and not messes with your maps. I can see the stream does. What about yours, Dev?
Yeah, it messed with mine. It says I don't own a token. I'll just refresh.
Yeah, you know what, because we had the same issue, but then again, it's because the screen thingy is old. Oh yeah, I should also update this one here. But now, well, Now that the portal has closed, and the only way out is through me. The question: what do you seek wealth for? And what do you seek power for? Answer me this, each of you.
I don't really seek much.
And yet you accepted the sword that's general. And you also accepted the koku from Nakatakame. Such a shame that the other adventuring that met him didn't know that the kitsune they killed was his daughter. That's a shame, really. What was done is done.
Wait, it was whose daughter? Nakatakame.
She basically like, look at this, and she points at the well, but do not touch it unless you want to risk turning into an infant or nothing. And she moves her hand over, and you see the party that challenged the kitsune in the trickery of the kitsune, and yeah.
So we're seeing
yeah,
the
basically,
characters from Kate's campaign. So it's,
yeah.
I mean, you don't, yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly what happens. I don't know. It is more a thing for that. That. A shame. He didn't even know it was his daughter.
Is that a fucking elephant? He's just bewildered at what he's looking at down there.
Oh yeah, I forget that people who has only lived for a very, very short time get so much amusement out of the little things. Yes, that is an elephant, or a loxodon as you people calls it. No, I think that is enough of it.
Oh, well. Poor old Nakata. Do you think, I mean, are we able to tell him what happened? Why have you brought us here?
Well, the question is, why did you end up in the Temple of the Quartles? That place is very sacred. Even under normal circumstances, outsiders aren't allowed there. And if you are found there, you are heavily punished. Or not heavily. You're merely placed under suspicion and then will have to answer. And God forbid if you damage any of the corpses that are hidden inside there. And I don't think you leave with your life, but yeah, I brought you here. I brought you here because, well, I guess you don't want to answer the question of why you was there to them. Don't we all just want to go back in time? Only few gets that privilege. Oh, he's gone. He seems to be understanding that my presence there meant that he wasn't welcome. Though you two didn't answer the question. Why do you seek power? what do you intend to use the koku for?
Well, I intend to start my own clan. The River Ronin have been decimated for far too long, and I intend to enter us in this year's Iranian Games. If we can get enough money together, then we can enter the festival in Nishizawa. And that's why I mean, look, I didn't sign up to go fighting ghosts. That's not my thing. I just was looking to make a quick buck on the road there, and met these two on the way. I don't know. I mean, it looks at the Oni. It says, Kaido, you seemed like you might be interested in joining me. Is that still a thing?
She nods.
We definitely didn't mean to offend you at all, miss. We just were, helpful passers-by.
And she smiles and is, no offense. It's no offense. It's just intend to enter Nishizawa yet the day could be problematic for you, isn't it? The 31st, which would be tomorrow.
What? No, the festival's only a 10-day from now. And then he just starts looking around at the sky. He checks the watch he doesn't have.
she just you can't use that, and she just does a movement, and one of the celestial bodies just moves, dances to my will. And yes, you are. It is the 31st. No, 30th at the moment. So you may have problems making it, though. You just. That's really interesting. You have mind. I could give you a little help. Still would have to travel a little, but why not? Just entertain me, so let's see. And she closes eyes, and the stones are moving, and the portals are starting to glow. And then, if the map won't, yeah, I'm not sure if it messed up for you.
When do you play D&D on Thursdays?
There's a one-shot thing.
Oh, no. I can see the map, but I can't see the tokens. Please don't use all these maps.
Yeah, this is the final one.
Holy shit. The amount of time I've spent waiting to use these, and then no one's ever used their fucking teleportation magic.
Yeah, at least the.
I gotta go get food. I'll be right back.
That's fine. Hopefully this doesn't disconnect people. Because mine
where did
also
Jerry go?
messed up.
Yeah, he disappeared like 10 minutes ago.
Oh fuck. I didn't even notice.
What? Jerry, where did he go? I didn't even notice him. I was like, you gotta be here somewhere. Please, don't leave me, Jerry.
Yeah, I just give it a minute. I'm reloading as well. So.
Yeah, the same. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the stream viewer, else, well, at least that gives him a little bit more time. Oh good, it doesn't. And yeah, no more scenery use.
Yeah, I'm now realizing that that's obviously what keeps messing us up as well. Because oh man, I've done scenery for every single map.
Believe me, I know. I only noticed it because it happened for my map, and it happened. Well, at least it didn't happen for the screen view, and that's the important part. But, we can take a little break since. Yeah, let's hope Jerry comes back.
Yeah, just yeah. If not, I mean, I take it
I'm back.
we're sort of wrapping things up around now, right? Oh, I think it might have gone AFK.
I'm back.
Yes, hello. Did you end up getting that Game Pass thing?
Not yet. Need to study for learner's license tests and stuff. So I want to get it when I can make the most out of it and game all day, every day. But I will get it soon.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that Jerry's coming back, so I think we should probably just try and finish things up here.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, like, because there's only one final map, the one I've been looking most forward to. And, well, she looks at you. Well, but through the yellow portal, that should bring you to a place that should help you on your journey. And, well, why don't I do you guys a little favor? Maybe a little and a big one, since some of you seems a bit tired and another seems a little bit old for his years. And she dips her 2 fingers in, no, 3 fingers in the fontaine, then like places one on the forehead of Kaida, and your exhaustion is gone.
Oh, that's some kind of water you have there, and it's trying to see what she just used.
Well, you could roll an arcane check, but it's a really high arcane check. Let me just see if I can make you roll it. And that it should prompt you to roll. And I also set the DC.
Yeah, pretty sure it's impossible.
I would actually have allowed a nat 20. Yeah, for you, it just looks like sparkling water. Oh, well, little one. I can give you a little help there, and he just splashes a little water on you, and you can take 1 2-level slot or a 3rd level slot and basically have that back.
Oh, thank you. Can I make like a medicine check to try and see what if it's magical like healing that she's doing, or if it's the actual properties of this fountain?
Sure, you can.
Well,
Man, the dice just isn't with you. Well, it could be the waters, it could be the fountain.
He won't look a gift horse in the face. He'll just thank her and carry on.
And then she just scoops up a little bit of water and pours it over, like pretty much like just a little bit, and then pours it over Runzel and the aging that the ghost did. It just is reversed, so he's now the age he was when you met him. Maybe a little younger. Who knows? But yeah, that was the small favor. Now, well, a big favor I can do for you, since you most likely never make it to Mrs. in time otherwise. So I will of course ask you one favor in return, and that is never speak about me outside. But unless they have brought up my name. And of course, some would maybe just try to mind read you that information, but relax. All you will remember is just a little elf from Arania. Nothing special. Oh.
What the fuck did you do to me?
Oh yeah. Seems. Oh, let's see. Well, your druid seems to like changing shape, so I thought, why not do that? But you should really get on your way.
Agreed. Thank you very much, Miss. We will not tell anyone. And he'll give a deep bow, just very eager to get out of this place. There's a lot more than he bargained.
Kaida does the same.
So, will you be able to send us back to Kiga then?
Kiga. She looks around, looks at the red portal. No, not there. Interesting. She must have gone visit someone. Looks at the green portal. No, that's about where you came from. Just little days later, and she looks at the white portal. Maybe you fancy going to the Iranian Empire instead. It will only take you a long time to get back to Kiga. And you should most likely also have someone explain how you ended up there. Which could be problematic, couldn't it?
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do too well out in the desert. You sure none of these point towards home? What you've just kidnapped us then?
I didn't kidnap you. You had a choice. You could have.
To come and speak to you. We didn't choose to come here. We were sent here by a spice trader. We told you.
You had a choice. He offered you a wish. You could have wished for him not to send you there.
Yes, well, I can't predict the future. I don't think any of us are divination wizards. Listen, lady, we can't. When choices are made for us, we can't be held accountable for what that choice was. I just want to go home. If what you say is true, and it's been a full 10 days since we were last in Kiga, then I have definitely got to get home.
The closest to home would be the yellow portal. And as the favor I said, the place you go to is, I think it would be 5 days in the past, or, well, 4 days in the future for where you came. So that's the best I can offer.
He sighs deeply and goes, oh. Alright then, come on devils, let's go fuck up some elves and find a boat home. Otherwise, I'm swimming. And
Yeah.
he just turns and starts heading towards the yellow port.
Sounds good.
Thanks for the money, I guess. And oh, shut up. And he'll just walk through the portal.
And you just find yourself, just before you reach the portal, the other two goes through it, but you just find yourself back where you was, and she's like, oh, back so soon. I thought you were gonna follow your friends through the portal. But you decided to stay here instead.
No, miss, would you just leave me alone and fuck off, please? Thank you. And he'll misty step as far as he can towards the portal. He's trying to dash towards it as fast as he can.
Kaida follows.
You guys are already through. She pulled me back, swearing at him.
Oh, she only pulled you back. Sus.
Oh well, I guess I can let you go, and you just feel a wind gust just throwing you at a huge speed through the portal.
He just comes, like, lets it take him completely.
You had no choice, unless you can make a DC 13. Ah, god damn it, why didn't it say? But basically you guys feel, what it says is, you feel yourself falling through what feels like a void for an eternity, and then find yourself standing in what looks like a garden of some kind. And this map, I know Dev has been looking forward to.
As he splats onto the ground as he lands on the other side. Ah, bloody. Where the fuck are we now?
You're just flung basically there, like as you exit. Well, that is for you to find out where you ended up now.
He gets to his feet and looks expectantly at the other two. Well, what the hell's going on? Where did she send us?
I have no idea.
Well, looks like there's a door. Let's go say hello. And just walk over there. I mean, knock, knock. Hello.
And you hear like just the echo, because I don't know. No, you can't see it, but there's like what's called little, like it's a reinforced door. But you hear echoes, and it's like just hearing that. So at least there's something behind the door. But you don't hear a respond. All you hear is just some small noises like clank, 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 clank. Like someone hammering on an anvil or something.
Is it like swelteringly hot here? Does it feel like we're in the Iranian Empire?
No. It feels kind of like maybe a little cooler than Kiga, but not as hot. It's still like just a little bit chillier than Kiga, but it feels almost like home.
Is the door like? Does it look? You said it's reinforced, but is it locked?
It is not locked. The door can be opened if you had tried to open it. And as you open it, you open it into, I don't know how it looks for you. I think you can see like the entire room, if I'm not exactly.
Yeah, no, this looks great. Is this the Dungeon Alchemist one?
Yeah, that's the Dungeon Alchemist map, but it's not the original one. It's the big one. It's one I made like after. And here there's a lot of books that seems like either someone studies or it's a shop that sells books. And for me, so you can see a door in front of you, and kinda you can see like there seems to be a door on the far left, which basically means, yeah, just that gives you a choice. Which one do you want to pick? Unless you... no, shouldn't say more.
Where do we hear the sound of the anvil coming from?
The sound from the anvil, it comes from the door right in front of you, Misu, while from the other one it sounds like bubbling. And it's getting much higher. It is clearly someone either having a really rage fit or they are hammering away on steel.
Oh. Unless, Kaida, is there something you want to do here?
No, I'll go through the door.
I will slowly start to try and open this door.
Yeah.
Excuse me. just step into the room.
And the kobold, or at least what appears to be a kobold in some suit, turns around and says, yeah, I'm pretty sure he says like, hola, senor. And then something else.
I'm just trying to check. I don't think any of us understand him. The fuck? What is that thing?
And in case you wondered, that's Goblin.
Goblin is Spanish?
Yeah, Goblin is Spanish. I got that from, what's it called? From the DM's lair, where he basically took Goblin as Spanish. And this is how he looks. God damn it! Why does it not have the full one? Oh well. Can win every time. And he looks like that and is like,
Okay. And just like tilts his head, looking at this, trying to figure out if this is the kobold he knows from Kunasa, but doesn't look like it. Looks like he's got a fishbowl on his head. What the fuck is that thing? And he just starts slowly approaching, like as if he sees a cute animal. He doesn't seem threatened by it.
and then he starts and is like, turns to you and says in another one that sounds like, for Kairos you can hear like some of it is like Arasta, and then for the rest of you it's just you, because it's like a mixture, and this I know no one speaks. And he's starting to look confused, like why the strangers isn't speaking language.
I'm trying to remember what languages I actually know. No, he's just going to put his hands up and say, oh, "We don't mean you any harm, little buddy. We just arrived through a magic portal. We're just trying to figure out where we are, trying to out this way." And he just points to the door and like slowly starts shifting his way towards the door.
See ya. That's basically kind of going with. There's like waves.
This one, I think Kada would understand.
What?
Yeah, Kaida understands that as he says, "Where you go?"
Oh, what language is it?
It's a Basil. He's just like, yeah, the one he spoke before is a mixture of a Basil common, which is why you and they understood some of it, and then Elvish. I don't think any of you speak Elvish.
Nope. I mean, what is this place? Flask and Abyssal.
He's like really happy and is like, Master, Master, they understand Blaster. Blaster. They know stupid. They don't even speak. Blaster thought stupid. Didn't speak the main language or second language of Nyx.
I mean, we're not from here. But, yeah, hi.
What? Why are you hissing at him? What is it? Do you understand that thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, ask him where the fuck we are.
It seems like we're in Nyx, wherever that is.
Nyx. And he just there's like a defeated sort of, his shoulders drop slightly. What the? Why did you send us to Nyx? Oh gods! But you've probably been here before, right? You're an Oni. This is. I mean, it's just crabs and Oni. So wait, is that a goblin? And he's trying to look into that kobold's helmet.
It's a kobold.
And he's like, because he understands common, he's like, what wrong with Nick's? Nick's nice place.
Is it? Is it really?
Oh,
Will Blaster gets to make stuff. Just look at, and he points at the sundial here. That thing. Really fun. And yes.
Oh, what does that thing do? And he just keeps on sort of moving to that side of the room.
And Blaster is like just like as if he's like trying to like scratch his hair, but it's like just hitting the helm is like Blaster thinks. Book set. Counts time using sun.
Oh, it tells time. That's very clever, actually. Could you tell us what time it is, or at least what day? We were kind of confused as to how long we'd been away.
Blaster is going there like, He's like wandering over there and is like, moving it a little like, midday. At least midday. Yesterday was. He's like scratching his head. What the day after? Will they?
Monday? It's only.
Yeah,
well, that would still mean that it's been like.
Sunday.
Oh shit! All right. Well, look, if we already have lost days and we're somehow in Nix, then I think we need to get a move on as soon as possible. And he just nods to his companions, like pointing to the door over his shoulder.
Gives a thumbs up. Like, okay, let's go.
That's fine. You can try. Are you opening it? And let me guess, it gives the locked sound.
He kind of just backs up, like trying to smile at the kobold, and pushes against the door, and it just doesn't seem to budge. Maybe we should ask him to let us out.
Could you please let us out?
He's like just answering in common and is like, that door not out. And he goes up and is like just putting a hand on it and says something in. And he says something in, yeah, that's funny language, and you just hear the thing you understand is both of you is customers, and the door springs open. And then he's turning back and is like, well, I'll get back to work. You guys can tell Celebrina that I send you. And by the way, that way not out. That's actually inside.
Oh.
The way you came from is out.
Tell who that you sent us? Is this the owner of whatever this place is?
And he was like, he looked for one moment like he just considered like taking one of his weapons that he had laying around and just basically just hit diving into it. And then he's like, yes, Telebrina is the owner of this place. I'm merely just an employer. I'm making the weapons. And you walks into yeah, let me just see. Yes, you walks into a big place full of weapons. You even see some music instruments laying in the corner. And there's a chest that is, yeah, that's locked. It seems to be locked. There's even some weird arcane symbols on it. So you can pretty much guess that it's guarded really heavily. And you see two things. There is a door to the far... Oh, not a door, a curtain to the... basically just straight ahead. Then a little bit down at the left is a door, and at the back is also a door.
Oh, okay. Mizu will walk over to this end of the room and try and open this door.
Yeah, and let me guess, it's locked also?
Yeah, he'll tell Runzel to check the other one.
I love it because it's the curtain. Yeah, that's also locked. But though you can hear like bubbling from there. And when you was at the store, you heard like little like clack 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 clacks, clack clack clacks.
I'll knock on the door.
It's a curtain. It's funny that you can lock a curtain, and you hear like.
Hello, I think the kobold sent us. Anyone there?
And you hear basically just the same like the second one you heard where it's like, and what actually kinda could you give me a perception check just to see how much you hear of this since you're a little bit away from it?
Well, she's also said BRB and I am controlling her token, so...
What did I miss?
You was just asked to do the what's called the perception one because there was something said that you may understand a little bit of, but how much? Yeah, that's not much. You just hear the word "inten res" or something like that. Could be a mishearing. And then from out the curtain, let me just unlock it. It just swings open, and out comes like this huge lady with spider legs. Let me just see if I know I set up that thing. Yeah, that's basically what you see.
Oh, good God. He takes a few steps back as he sees the spider legs from under the dress. Just kind of startled. Sorry to
And she
disturb you.
looks at you and is like, "Oh, arrest thou, Gok."
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, we don't speak Goblin or whatever language it is you're speaking.
Ah, so not one of Lady Aristas. I see. And, well, one could think you a local with those horns and see one of her spider legs points at Kaida. And you, well, you could also be one of the local Onis.
Oh, well, I'm an Oni, but I'm not local.
That says itself, as you don't speak either of the two local languages, though. I wonder what brings you to my humble store here.
We were kind of just portaled here, just like dropped here.
And by who did send you here? Was it Lord? No, I don't think it would be Lord Gog. We most likely have sent a message.
I'm afraid we've no memory of how we were sent here. We just woke up on your doorstep, I'm afraid. We are from Kika and trying to get home. We are not war makers. We are just lost travelers.
Ah, that's fine. So many people from Kika seems to just be coming to next to make war. All we do is try to build a little thing on the border, and some of the Onis gets a little bit hungry, and then, yeah, we don't mean any harm though. If you were going there, I guess you're well equipped to that travel, since it could be dangerous to travel unless you are under either Lady Aresta or Lord Gog's protection, and you don't speak her language, so you are not one of Arestas. And not speaking the main language, well, you could still be. And she looks at Kaida. Yes, she could be one of Gog's, but I don't think so. He has a habit of printing his family on coins, and she just takes a coin and is like just throws it at the ground, like, yeah, just look at this coin. His daughter put that, and he put that on a coin, really.
It's not the strangest thing. Is that, I take it these are the leaders of your land? The Arasta and Guk?
Oh yeah. Oh, she turns the coin. What is it called? The coin. Yeah. Also puts his print on each. That's Guk. He is the, what's you say, leader. The other. And she's fiddling a little bit around, looking around.
He has a very big chin.
Yeah, funny for a goblin, right? I thought they couldn't grow beard, but he did. That's why many think he's an orc or something. Or he has something else. This here, and she finds a copper coin. It is Lady Aresta. At first I thought, putting her in a copper coin is pretty disrespectful towards the lady, but I came to realize that the copper coins are more shit than gold. Therefore, she will find the way into more hands than others, and therefore he actually did her a service. Yeah. But still, you said you would. So, when did you say you would teleported? Do you have a date for that, or did you lose time? By the way, today is the 25th of Chesek.
Yes, so we probably left on the 21st, but it's been a little bit back and forth since then. But that's all right. A little bit of lost time is not too much of an issue. Are there any nearby sort of docks or harbors where we might be able to find passage on a ship? I don't think we intend to stay in your land any longer than we need to. Don't want to overstay our welcome, of course.
Oh, the closest one. Let me just think. Where was it? I know it's somewhere. The shop is placed. So, I think the closest port would be in Ganyu. Or how you pronounce it. And that would bring you very close to Platia Restus. Place here next. The other one would be in Shork or maybe Urastar, if you want to place. Oh yeah, you could of course go to Barakta. I think
could you maybe just give us a map, because as we've established, we don't speak your language, so no offense, but I don't think we're going to remember any of these names. Have you got cartographers here?
So, considering that usually there's unless you are the digging crew, which you don't seem to be. She just she walks up like little slowly just to this door and is like trying to opening it and it's locked. So yeah, you didn't get that, which means you would have gone through the bookshop of the way. There should be a map there, of course. Nothing is free here. Everything costs something.
Do you accept Kigani money? Because we will happily pay for passage home.
Of course. It will of course be it will be a little bit less valuable than you're used to, since I will have to trade it with that, and trading with those would of course they would take a cut of it, and of course arranging that would also cost me a bit, so there'll be a little bit devaluation of your money. But yeah, if there's anything here you may like, some weapon, maybe armor that fancies you, maybe you are particularly fond of something, in that case I could maybe ask the Kai to work a little magic on your items so you can keep your keepsake. I know some as a family have attachment to their family heirloom and therefore doesn't really want to leave it. So, what? and arranging passage. Well, I think you should go to the yellow room for that. But I think because that's most likely, yeah, the best place if you want some captain or someone to take you to Kiga.
Thank you. That sounds perfect. Which way would that be?
That would be. Let me see. If you walk outside the door out to the big meadow, you should be finding a really, really big. There to the. She's like holding up a hand. To the west. Yeah. No, wait. We are. Oh, no. It would be the east. It would be west for you from Kiga, but east here. You should be going through a forest and then you should find it. Just, I would be careful with some of them, especially the owner. She can be pretty terrifying. I once saw someone piss themselves just because they made her angry.
Well, it's been lovely meeting you. Shall we go and see about that then? Thank you very much. How much for the map? We'll try and grab one on the way out, and he'll pull out his coin purse and just like he seems to be getting quite impatient.
See, that's for translation maps. Let's see. That's
Here you go. 10. I'll give you 10 whole koku. That's a lot of money in my country. You can spend it wisely.
She takes it and is like, that's really nice, and goes over to the chest and just places a hand and says something in the funny language, and it springs up, and she puts it in and is like, so you really didn't want anything from here other than that. This is a really kind. This is a lot. You should at least be able to get something, and I'm just saying, while it is pretty peaceful, you could get eaten by beasts. Or things worse. I heard that the waters has some really nasty squid fish. Maybe you want some. Maybe, yeah, but of course. It's up to you if you want.
I mean, quite frankly, miss, he'll just look over to the rack where there are swords, and he will just take a short sword. Actually, a scimitar if there is one.
She is like, well, scimitars. Let me see. She walks over here and is like, just going through, and oh yeah, and comes back and gives you a scimitar of warning. And it's like, I think this should help you on your journey. And your, well. And she's like, just like, after handing it, she just like, walks around you and it's like, that's interesting. Really interesting plate. I guess she won't be needing anything. So what about your devil? This thing won't do much towards the beast here. Maybe he wants to have it enchanted by Dekai. It shouldn't take very long. You could take a bath in the meantime, and then I'll be getting the book while or do you just be on your way?
Yes, thank you very much for the offer, but I do think we must be on our way. He's very attached to his weapons anyway. We mustn't waste any more time. Thank you so much for your hospitality and your help. This sword will definitely help us greatly, and see you again. Never. Thank you. And he'll just start trying to drag everyone back through the room.
She just laughs and the third book in the middle row.
Oh, thank you. Bye, Mr. Kobold, sir. He'll just say, right, a third book in the middle row. Yeah. I was busy moving the token, and then the camera swung me all the way over.
Yeah, you're just standing at the right row. That's correct. And you find there's some really interesting books here. There's stuff like how writer autonomy, and there's like some. Shall we say on the other one that you just see? There's some. Let's say they should most likely have been placed a little bit further from the exit. About like stuff like how to charm a bugbear and stuff like that. Not the title, but you get the drift.
Yeah, there's always one of those. Why would they put the maps in this section? And he's just searching for a map of Nixon.
Yeah, just give me an investigation. And you can do it with advantage since she gave you that. Yeah, seems that actually would. What? That seems like. Oh, well. And you just hear clack, 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 and she's like, no, I wouldn't look at that. I don't actually. And she's just climbing over the like that and is like grabbing a book and then is like taking the one. This one should most likely not. The king wouldn't like if you hit on his daughter, or maybe it's just his son you like. I think this is the one you want. And she gives you the book. And just is like just walking over there and is opening the other door. And then walks in.
He looks at the book that she just gave him. What is it? Is it a map? That he was looking for a map.
It is a map, and where you are, I haven't placed it yet. But if you see the little, the little tree growth, like adjacent to the tavern symbol, that is where you are on the next map.
What? No, I don't have the next map open. Okay. Thank you, and he'll just hurriedly head back towards the door with everyone else.
It has been created, but don't pay attention to the marker. And with that, you just walk out, never seeing the rest of the map. And this
We'll go this way. To look through the window as we walk past.
Oh, yeah. What you see is interesting. It's a living room. You even. Each of you give me a perception check to see how far you see. Well, what you see, funny enough, is as you walk by, you see inside, you see. Where are you trying to go?
It's
Yeah,
I've revealed the whole room now by
yeah,
walking past because it was giving a little bit.
yeah. But what you see is you see what seems to be some kind of music instrument, and god damn it, you walked off the map. And
What?
yeah, just
I didn't. It was just underneath the other two.
yeah, but that's fine. What you see is basically a piano. You see like some funny furniture and a dice set, and the dice set is actually the one there. And you also see in the corner, just beside a pot plant, a weave. Interestingly enough, it seems like a pretty nice living room. Or maybe it's for the guests. Doesn't know.
Yeah, that. I don't know about you, but I don't know about staying in the house with the spider people. 2 pianos in one room. I mean, really, that's just like spiders, man. What the hell?
I mean, to each their own, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be cool for like duets, and just keep hitting up. They're trying to walk away. Or Mizu's trying to get the fuck away from this place, but it's walking around the building.
And as you see like the bedroom, and then as you walk past that window, you hear a voice. I guess boys will be boys. And try to look at the lady while bathing.
Yeah, he like peers in through the window and then whoa, sorry, and he just instantly frosts up the entire window, so it looks completely frozen.
How did you get into the bath so quickly? We left like 5 seconds ago.
It is not her. This is who. Well, while he froze, that is basically what he sees. Not just the person in the middle. Not the owls.
Oh, nice. Come on there.
Oh, one from Kiga. It's been a long time since I last saw them. Very interesting. So leaving so soon. Elderbreen are usually not that inhospitable towards guests, especially people who pass from her shop. Of course, if you had to steal from her shop, then I could understand why she would get mad. You would most likely be running away. Should I call her and inform her that thieves are lurking on the outside?
No, quite alright. We're not thieves. Anyway, bye.
Bye bye. And this room, I don't know if you can figure out what that room is for.
Oh, I think that's the shadow. Why? God damn! I hope we don't end up in. he's he's sort of muttering to himself, worried about being stuck in next. But when they get to this window, he sees a sparkle. Ooh, what's that in there?
Looks like a golden tree.
I think it's just a pile of gold.
It was a pile of gold, but now it's a golden tree. Since I like the idea.
Wait, gold grows on trees in Arania? I mean, in Nyx? What the fuck? Maybe this place isn't so bad. I want a gold tree. I mean, hell, I'm a druid. I'll grow that shit real quick. How did they make it gold? He takes a little while to peer at that through the window, but remembering what you just said about being possible thieves, will not waste too much time.
And as you walk by, you hear this voice. Just a little experiment. The king was quite pleased to this experiment. Find gold tree really interesting.
Mizu will try and stealthily just look through the window, trying not to gain the attention of the person inside, but trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in there.
Yep, and as you do, what you see is... I'm actually really... This is what you see. And I would say that looks even better on the, what's called Vino, than I expected.
Yeah, damn, that is cool.
Oh,
And
nice.
he's like, oh. So, you didn't know for any of you enchantment? Oh, that's too bad. Love enchanting stuff. It's so fun. You never know what you get. Sometimes you get a gold tree. Sometimes you get a bow that is magical. And other times it just picks up like a bottle, like what is like, this would be like supreme healing potions. You get this stuff. Oh, see, that's a bit boring. But some like that. But unless you're thieves, I don't see any reason to hold you any longer. Nights in Nyx can be pretty dangerous.
Well, that's all right. I'm sure we'll be okay. Thank you for the offer, but we really must be on our way. This place creeps me out. And he starts moving away from the window again.
Yeah, it is very creepy.
Give Glitch my regard and say that he must bring his ale. Unless the king drinks it, of course. I would like to see what I can get from that.
Just keep walking. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. How the fuck do we get out of here?
I can reveal that for you. You can't actually get out of here because there is no plant after this. I was like, I just made this map, and I was like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna like explore this. And then
Yeah, but we have zero reason to.
I understand. I understand like that, but yeah, that's fine because I also planned for that because I thought like, yeah, I just forgot to make the map. But what it is what it is basically just the end of the adventure after you leave.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is, like, I'm happy to end it as now the three of them heading off into Nyx, having to fight their way back to Kiga, which would be, I mean, like montage through it, but
Yeah, that sounds good.
just
Oh,
the
yeah, that.
like a Lord of the Rings walking montage of them going through through Nyx, like having to fight off the spider plague, trying to find a ship to get them passage back from Crab Clan soldiers that all want to kill the Oni. Yeah, I,
That's exactly, that's almost better than what I planned, but yeah.
oh, sorry. Did you have an ending scene planned?
No, I actually had something planned that you got to the yellow room, which I forgot to make the map because that place is wild. You got there, and then you are asked by someone inside. Once you get inside, there's a little thing with that, and that is that you have to get inside. There's this little Durga who is like, before you can get in, you have to sign this. Just legal papers, so if you break anything or something, stuff like kill someone or stuff, then you just pay recompensation and then you can leave. If you don't break or if you pay for your drink stuff, then there's no problem. It's basically, and you're welcome to inside that piece of paper if you want. It is written in, yeah, the language you would consider your most, like, what's called your first language. So if you was like Druidic, that would be your first language. It would be written there. And if it was Infernal, then it would be Infernal. So you're welcome to inside if you want to get an insight on the contract.
We'll definitely get the devils to look over the contract first.
Yeah,
You can
I'll look over.
you can look at them with advantage.
Noise.
I also rolled for Ranthiel and I got a 23. Nice. That was a nat 20 from Kaida.
Oh, nice.
Well, you would recognize this as a devil's contract. And from what you can see, because you rolled that nat 20 and read on it, there's no hidden clauses or anything. It just basically says that if you break any inventory in there, or tries to leave, or basically tries to dine and run, or had killed someone and hadn't paid, you are not able to leave. But if you pay for your drinks, doesn't break anything or anything, you can just walk right out. There's nothing preventing you. It's only if you try to basically dine and run that you'll be stopped at the run part. That is what the contract basically states.
Yeah, Miz would sign it and thank the dwarf and head in. Seems fair enough.
I'll sign it.
Yeah, and as you walk in, I guess you would be looking around to see if there's anyone that potentially could get you off Nyx. Unless, of course, you want to live here, because then I can find a real estate.
No, I think that's where we'll end it and say that's where the montage begins as they start asking around. And
that sounds so perfect, because that's actually what I did, because that opens it up. So if, let's say, we are doing another adventure, I can just be like one that is like, you know what, I know a sailor. He could get you to Nyx safely. Not to Nyx. And neither to Dolkor, but could get you to Kiga.
all the
safely, but you'd need to do a little favor for me first, and then I will introduce you.
Mitsu has the feature ship's passage. When you need to, you can secure free passage on a sailing ship for yourself and adventuring companions, but they may ask you to work on the ship and whatever. So that's pretty perfect.
Anyway, thanks for the game. I'm pretty exhausted, so I think I'm gonna go to bed now. But thanks, that was lots of fun.
Yeah, that was. It was so sad I didn't get to didn't get that map ready. Could have been so fun.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Kate. We'll see you next time.